often Hispanic young men, especially, wind up, dropping out. The rates are disturbingly high. Hasn't changed much since I was a kid growing up here in the streets of San Antonio. The dropout rate is hovering around 50 to 60% in some Hispanic neighborhoods. I know in Detroit, where I visited recently, it was 60%. It's really a shame. It's a black mark on all of us, and certainly the American educational system.
Many of the concerns that we find, especially in education these days, is the graduation rate for these young men. They have a tendency to fall off track, and they get disenfranchised and not encouraged to stay in school. So the biggest thing that we want to make sure that we help these young men accomplish graduation and high school and beyond to higher education.
But I felt that I had to help my mom and help around the house, so that's why I got a job. And that was what made me drop out, I consider.
Whose fault is it? I think it's multifold. I think often it's the parents who don't stress the importance of education, who don't get involved in their kids' education. And sometimes I think the school system itself is failing them, not to inspire them to dream big.
I really, really regret it, because now I have to go back. I don't have to, but I made the choice to go back to walk that stage, to graduate. So I'm barely in 11th grade right now, and I'm 19. I'm gonna be 20 years old. So I'm a grown man, I feel, and I should be already, out of school and starting my life.
I just didn't want to go to school. I didn't want an education. I didn't,
Once they get an education, their chances of actually getting a good job will improve. But the key, the things that we can do is just inform them and just make them aware of the importance of them getting an education.
Yes, of course, I would have had a way better outcome if I wouldn't have dropped out. If I would have, and I told myself this a lot of times too, like when I find part-time jobs as a cook or as a waiter, making no money, struggling, I always tell myself this, I'm like, I wish I would have graduated from high school. I wish I would have gotten my diploma, because I would have had a way better outcome. I would have never gone to jail or nothing. It would have been way better.